It's super dark. So in like 3 minutes, it'll be midnight in our time zone here in Florida. Out here walking the dog. It's Houdini, if you can see him. Houdini, come here. Come here. Good boy. Down. Good. Okay. All right, go. Just out here having a good time. In like 2 minutes, it will be midnight, and we will be able to participate in permitless carry. So, out here having a good time. Oh, sorry, that's not the permitless carry that we're allowed. You gotta put your shirt over it. Because, where's this button? Oh, that looks scary. Because we did not get actual constitutional carry. We got some bullshit that people might consider freedom, but it's actually not. If you have to tuck your gun underneath a piece of cloth, that's not really constitutional carry. That's why they have to call it permitless carry. Because if it was a real constitutional right, you wouldn't have to hide that underneath your shirt. So, do a little partaking in the permitless carry, but add a little civil disobedience spin to it and just fucking open carry. During the daytime, probably not recommended. During nighttime, probably not recommended. But I don't think that we're gonna have an issue. There's like nobody out except the bugs. Is it midnight yet? Oh, it's midnight, exactly. I think. Let me see. Houdini, hold on for a minute. Let's see what time it is. What's it say? Oh, midnight. Celebrations are in order for us to be able to not pay the government an extortion fee. So you have to go to the training. I think, that varies anywhere from like $50 to $100 for a training class to get your paperwork done to say that you're educated. And then it's about $120 to pay to the state for your concealed weapons license. But now, they got rid of that. Now, starting as of right now, as long as you meet the criteria, you don't need a permit. So, you got to be like 21, able to own the firearm legally, not like a Hunter Biden crack addict. And there's a few other stipulations, but it changes a lot of shit. What I don't like that it changes is if you go to my channel in my community tab, there's a little picture post that I made, and it'll have more information. Link to the full text of the bill, link to my lawyer's perspective on it, and link to Fuddbusters, and he's a lawyer in Florida. So his perspective and his little spiel on how horrible it actually is and what it actually does. Because it didn't, the bill isn't called like permitless carry. I think it's called like school safety or something stupid. Basically, they shoved a whole bunch of other funding for the police and all kinds of shit into this thing where they could have just removed the few lines of the law that said that you have to pay the state a fee for a permit, and then they could have removed the few lines of law that says you know, that it has to be concealed. I mean, there's provisions in there for like brief exposure. Florida doesn't have a printing law, so you can just walk around with whatever you want as long as you got the thinnest piece of material covering it. I would even go as far as saying that even if it's like a see-through material, not like a mesh, but like just a white t-shirt with a black gun, I think that would be still upheld in a court. I have a video, I think I deleted it from YouTube or made it unlisted, but I'll try to dig it out and either repost it or change the settings. But I was at when the March for Our Lives people came to town, they did a stupid little rally, and I went out there and concealed carried a FN57, which is a huge full-frame gun. And on my left side of my waist, I had my spare magazine fully exposed, and a cop came over there and gave me a whole spiel about that, you know, you can't open carry. I'm like, well, it's just a magazine, you know. And they're like, well, we can see that you got a gun. I'm like, yeah, no shit, it's a full-size fucking gun, and I'm wearing a white shirt, so yeah, you can tell there's a gun under there. That's just how stupid the law is. Houdini, you doing all right? Poor little guy's getting old. We'll turn back. We don't know how old he is. We found him in the woods. We've had him for like, I don't know, 9 years, 8 years, 7 years. He's old. Not up for the long walks that we used to do. You know, you can see videos of him on there on my channel. But I mean, he's doing okay right now. But he'll get winded a little bit if we go too far. Right now, by the time we get home, we'll have done like a mile and a half, so it's nothing for his old man self. So where were we? Oh yeah, stupid law. It says you have to have your shirt, and that your shirt has to cover that up. So, thank you, DeSantis holsters, for allowing us to be able to not pay the government extortion fee. Sucks that I have to pull my shirt over my piece, you know. There's other countries where you gotta like cover your skin or your items that you have. It's funny, you know, to me it's almost like that. Yeah, we're not really under like Sharia law or anything, you know. My wife doesn't have to wear a face cover when she leaves the house, but to me it's kind of the same thing. You know, you're forced to cover something that some people are going to think is immoral. You know, big scary piece of plastic, and it's you know, big scary magazine. It's gigantic high capacity clip, and you know, if you're like me, you get old, and you gotta start rocking the red dot. So I'm carrying right now, open carrying, I might add, a SIG P365 XL with a Holosun, like, I don't remember, 507K or something like that. It's amazing. And I think I got the 12 round magazine in it. Houdini, you dying? Watch, this is how my wife trained him, so this is how good. Hopefully he'll just do it right now. When I stop, he'll stop and sit next to me. All right, well, maybe not exactly next to me. And then when we go, he'll go. Super good dog. So, like I said, I want to take this time to thank DeSantis holsters for allowing us to not have to pay an extortion fee anymore to have a gun in our pocket or something. Holy fuck. We almost died. All right. Well, hopefully all y'all are doing the same thing, taking advantage of being able to carry your piece in Florida without paying the government extortion fee.